Good
Candy, did they?
evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chicks and Salsa. Are we salsing tonight?
We are saucing.
We are saucy.
Saucy.
We got Dawn in here. Of course, we're saucy. We got Carrie, Candy. We know you're like the very saucy. I was about to try to say it in Spanish, and then I was like, I'm going to totally mispronounce that today because I can't even pronounce English correctly.
For caliente.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Any of you have not yet subscribed, there's a QR code in that top corner. Please do so. We would love to have you as a subscriber. And then click the notification so you're notified every time we go live, because we just love to have you and we love talking to people and talking sports, right, ladies?
Exactly. And we
Exactly.
also have a lot of other cool things that we've gone to, other events, like different like Hollywood events. If that's also your cup of tea, go check out our other videos because we put a lot of time, effort, money, and speaking of money, if anybody wants to, hook us up, we're more than happy to give you our Cash App or phone numbers to sell us cash, to pay for other sports events.
I mean, if anyone's feeling incredibly generous, we've got 3 going to Super Bowl. So,
right?
Yes. I need a Super Bowl ticket. But I need
Me
an at
too.
cost Super Bowl ticket.
So
Not
who's going to be in that? I mean, that's like
I need a
wild
press pass for
question.
Super Bowl. I don't know what you're talking about.
you
'Cause
know
then we can
what?
get on the
I
field.
want to see the Bears in the Super Bowl.
whoops. Sorry
know
for
what?
I know that's a really far off chance, but I would like to see them in the Super Bowl.
Jeremy, what up, mi amigo? Oh, did you share it at the same time? Sorry.
Okay. So, ladies, how's your week been?
Interesting.
Yes, there's a good word for it. Interesting.
Okay.
Yes, very interesting. Lots
Yeah.
of sports. Lots of sports.
Lots of things going on in the sports world. And we're going to be listening for AA Ron's decision along with several others. Like, isn't Stafford speaking that he's going to be retiring after this?
He's retiring.
He is retiring. We're waiting for Kelsey. I'm really interested to see who all will decide that this is the last year they want to put their bodies through this.
I think Aaron's retiring.
Well,
Yeah.
I think with Tomlin stepping away, that
Yeah.
is an
Where's he gonna go?
indication. I bet we see Hayward say the same.
Yes.
Where's he gonna go?
Tomlin?
Mm-hmm.
I think Baltimore.
I've also heard that he wants to be in media, and Fox has reached out, and Terry Bradshaw is beginning to show his age, and I'll just leave it at that.
That might not be a bad idea.
But I'm not gonna lie, I like Terry Bradshaw, and he's very nice. There's somebody else on Fox that I wouldn't mind resigning, but I'll keep my mouth shut just because his wife be petty. So I'm just saying, his son be petty too, so I assume he petty too. I'll tell you ladies off air. And yes,
Fair.
Dawn, you know that's what glops means, right? I don't know if you ever watched The Glow on Netflix, but it was Glorious Ladies of Wrestling
Yes.
or Gorgeous
I
Ladies of
heard
Wrestling.
about it. I
And
didn't
so
watch
it was
it.
actually a good show. But so that's what Jerry calls us, Gorgeous Ladies of Podcasting.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him doing sports, but I think he would be good at Baltimore.
But would he go to Baltimore? That's my only hiccup.
Jeremy, did you hear the press conference where the owner of Baltimore was doing a press conference, and they asked if Tomlin was coming there, and he's like, "Wait, is that official?"
Oh, I didn't see
No.
that. Whoa.
Wait,
I didn't see
really?
that. I didn't see
You
that.
guys-
Yeah.
But
You guys
I'm
don't watch anything I send you in Messenger? Oh
I
my
had
goodness.
already watched it. I was like, "That, yeah, it was pretty impressive."
Houses today.
Okay, I'm not a lady of leisure at the moment. I'm the only one working 3 full-time jobs in my house right now. I got my paying job. I got my chauffeur job that just costs me money because I got to get oil changes and gas. I got podcasting and
I would
everything.
say I've got 3 too, so at least
Yes, you
3.
do.
You feel me?
Okay,
you
y'all
got
were
your
doing
3 full-time jobs
way
too.
too much.
Or you could be like me and all the coaches that got fired, like the 2 OC coaches that got canned today.
You know what?
Y'all doing
Everybody,
too much.
I know who the Steelers can hire. They can hire you, Carrie, and Rudy Reyes.
Well,
He can be
for
your
fun,
assistant head
and
coach.
I should share this to the 3 Chicks page. Is I let Chat GPT change my jersey to a Miami Dolphins and said right after Tomlin was fired, I'm like, well now, oops, shoot, my table was just knocked by the cat. That now that Tomlin's firing was official, I can let the cat out of the bag that I'm going to go.
Fired?
That you're gonna go coach?
No, I mean McDaniel. I said Tomlin, but I meant McDaniel.
I'm not in Miami, so I can see you more often.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And see, then it was also the Chiefs would get a definite win, and I could play havoc with the, other unmentionable teams. No, I'm joking. But not, am I really? So, and then I
That's
would
funny.
we would part ways, and I would have a very nice paycheck.
yeah.
See, there's a win-win.
There's
Well,
a
you know-
win-win right there.
Jeremy, with your crazy pitch, I think Candy already showed it, but I believe we didn't ever think that would happen. But it did with quarterbacks, but it did happen with the Lions and the Chargers. I mean, the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
How weird is it to think that the AFC North, there's only one team that has a coach?
That should have been let go.
I'm sorry. I
say
didn't mean to
that?
do that. I
I
didn't
know.
mean to laugh.
I
at
was
that.
talking in my head. I think, right? No, I think I heard my voice. So
It's
You heard your voice.
It comes out, right?
Exactly.
I mean, my
Yeah.
split personality sometimes takes over. Is it split or is it triplicate? I don't know.
It's
Who knows
split.
how-
Sometimes I think it's split, but because sometimes you just be weird. But
Yeah.
No, that's just
Hey.
me glowing.
Oh God. Wait. So
Okay.
wait. I just thought about that. They're the only. So wait. Who still has a coach?
I don't think any of
Bengals.
them do.
Bengals still have a
Oh
coach.
yeah, Bengals.
Oh, that's right. They didn't
For
get
right
okay.
now.
For
They were
now.
doubling
I was about
down
to
that
say-
he was
I
the
about to say
coach
for
for the
now.
future
I was about to say for now. Okay.
For now, right?
for this year
I was-
because they said they've already said they're going to keep him for this year.
Oh, okay. Darn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a
Mhm.
good thing for us.
But Tomlin stepping down is the one that surprised me the most because as you saw in our chat, I was like, holy crap, Tomlin stepped down. And I looked it out and like we're
Yeah.
in physical therapy. And I was like, Tomlin stepped down. He goes, yeah, I saw that on your page like 5 hours ago. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad to know you can be a leisurely house husband right now while we're waiting on IT to fix your work computer.
Yeah, that was a big blow. That was big.
That was it was
Yeah.
crazy, but then I'm also thinking he was there. Someone related this. He was there before they hired him before the first iPhone was released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That-
But wasn't
that's crazy.
it the
19
Browns
years, right?
that had made
19.
when-
Andy Reid is now the longest tenured coach.
Was it the
at
Browns
13 years.
that they were saying?
They were saying what?
Jen, I think you're freezing because
That were saying that am I freezing again?
you did, but
Can you
now
hear
you're
me?
good.
Okay. I think it was the Browns. It was either Browns or Bengals that the last time that they went to the no, it was the Browns. The last time they'd gone to the playoffs was before the first text message had been sent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, because the Bengals won the KC International or Invitational. What was it? 5 years ago. I mean, AFC Championship. My bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
just think about it. The Cowboys haven't done anything since before social media.
We were still on dial-up, weren't we?
Listen, Deion Sanders hates the Carolina Panthers. Okay, And the reason being is in 1999, we were playing them for a wild card playoff game. The same night he got knocked 6 days from Sunday, I did too. That's why I have a permanently dislocated shoulder. But that's also like when some playoff games started in December too, when we had reasonable schedules for our players.
Mhm.
And he got knocked 6 days from Sunday. After that game, he avoided getting hit like the plague. I think Dan Morgan took him out. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Dan Morgan that took him out. And he was seeing stars for weeks. And so he hates the Cowboys, the Panthers. Now, my only beef with him is at the 2015 Super Bowl. So I always credit the Giants for our loss against the Falcons that year, because the week before, OBJ and Josh Norman got into it hardcore. And I think they both either really came close getting disqualified from the game, or they both did get disqualified from the game. Anyhow, during his Radio Row interview during Super Bowl week, Deion had the audacity to come up and try to take his spotlight and be like, I heard we have beef. And Josh was like, we don't got no beef. We don't talk. So, like, yeah, because Deion was defending OBJ so hard, and OBJ was completely out of line. Josh was defending his quarterback. Cam was a little out of line that day. But
A little. Okay.
I love Cam. So do I know he can be obnoxious? Yes. I'm very realistic in my fandom. But yeah, he was being completely obnoxious that day. But Atlanta was also his kryptonite. I will say that too. But I give the Giants credit for that loss that year.
So
Okay.
it appears that Harbaugh is very interested in 4 teams: Giants,
Yes.
Raiders, Browns, and what was the other one? Cardinals.
Is it the Cardinals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, wait. Was it the Cardinals or was it the Falcons? I really think it was the Cardinals. I really thought it was like East Coast.
He's interviewed
West
with
Coast.
the Falcons. I know that.
Huh?
I know he's already interviewed with the Falcons.
It could be the Falcons. I'm going to tell you, it was one of the birds, and at this point, I feel very uncertain. But that was before Tomlin stepped down.
I could see him wanting to go to Pittsburgh.
I could also see him wanting to go to Arizona. Like, it sounds dumb, but for the weather.
Yeah.
And
But
plus proximity to his
Pittsburgh,
brother.
though, but Pittsburgh, they keep their coaches. So you know that if you're doing halfway decent,
Yeah.
you got a guaranteed job for a while. So I could see him wanting to go to Pittsburgh.
They've only had 3 coaches since what, 70?
Since 1969. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't change coaches. So I mean, whoever comes to Pittsburgh knows they're going to be there for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I like that. I admire that about Pittsburgh. They're not. They don't coach hop. Like a lot of other teams, the coach gets 1 or 2 seasons, and if they don't win, they're moving along. They don't even give them a chance. So I very much respect Pittsburgh for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy. For more than one reason. And hi. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna say, go ahead, Candy. You haven't.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to play your video, so that's why. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm fortunate. My dad bought PSLs in '96, and for the Carolina Panthers, and so I've literally gone to almost every home game with the exception of 7 years when I lived in New Mexico, and then I went to a bar every Sunday to watch, because it was too expensive to fly home every week. Just, couldn't do that. And Sunday was Saturday was so much fun. My mom and I went. My dad was feeling a little under the weather and had to work, but it was so much fun. It was electrifying. I will say this. It was not as electrifying as the 2014 game against Thursday night football game against the Patriots, But that game, the stadium was literally moving. Like you could feel the stadium moving against the Pats. And that's when Luke got a good one against the officials and Tom Brady. So Carrie and Don, you guys will love that game too. But it felt good to see like honestly, this whole season kind of felt good because they were playing as a team this season. And I will say this, Rico, darling, I know you're watching because I've put this out there in the air. Don't worry what some of the fair weather fans have said to you. You didn't blow it. It wasn't on you. Honestly, our defense first quarter was way too soft. Not going to lie, especially their opening drive. That being said, do not come at fans because your hardcore fans, the Panthers hardcore fans, know that you pretty much single-handedly saved our season this year. We're well aware of this situation. I'm also flummoxed by the fact that Coach Canales did not do a smash and dash 2.0 with you and Chuba. Because when we did it with D'Angelo and Jonathan Stewart, it was awesome. It was so much fun to watch. So don't come at the fans. Just ignore them. Get your Benjamins because you deserve it. And you did get screwed out of your bonus. And you need to blame the NFLPA and the officials for that. Because we know you would have gotten your touchdown with that backwards pass. But they caught it dead. So that's all I'm going to say. But Saturday was fun. We had Cam Newton in the house. Everybody said that there was a beef between Cam and David Tepper. I don't know that there was, actually. Oh, sorry. I agree, Jeremy. We did. And it was fun. I'm sorry, Candy. I'll stop playing.
It's okay.
We just had so much fun. Like my mom, if y'all go on my Facebook page, you'll see pictures of me and my mom and some videos. It was nice to see. I kept asking a Rams fan beside me every time we did something good. I was like, high five. He was like, at the end of the game, he was like, high five. I was like, sure, I'll high five you. Because we did do a soft defense prevent. Get away from prevent. All that does is ever prevent somebody from winning. We've all said that 5 million times on this show. That being said, the Rams did come hard. They wanted it a little more. And they got it. And you know what? We only lost by 3 points in our first playoff game in a decade. I'm just saying. I'm pretty proud of us.
So with that, you want me to play part of...
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put up some little videos because Jen wanted to share with us some of what she experienced. So let's play at least one of these here. I'm just going to pause that one because you have 2 other videos, so I wanted to just play a good portion. But who was that? Since it wasn't, I mean, most of us know, but... Oh, you're muted, Jen. I think you guys all are muted once I play a video and I stop it early.
That
Everybody
was
was
Cameron
muted.
Jarrell Newton himself. And even Rams fans were cheering his return. Even
That
Rams.
was nice.
Yeah. Like, I will say this. The stadium did shake a little bit when Cam came out. Because love him or hate him, Stephen A. Smith has said one thing correct in his darn career. And that is the Carolina Panthers are Cameron Newton's team. Cameron Newton is the Carolina Panthers. It's true. He still does so much in our community. Yes, it was, Jeremy. Yeah, my mom and I were having fun.
Okay, so you want me to play one of the other ones or both?
Sure.
Let's do it. So Jen, you want to tell us a little bit about the history of them doing that, the pounding on the drum, or do they do that before every home game? Or
Yeah, we do it a couple of times during the game. They've started doing it more and more this season as we started doing better. Now, I think David Tepper finally saw my tweets about this. Mr. Tepper, you really should listen to me. I know my fan base. That being said, no, Ron and Cam are really good friends. They're really tight. Ron, when he went to DC, he did not want to rely on Cam. He didn't want people to think that his career was Cam Newton's career. I get that. But he and Ron are still really close. Like they talk like multiple times a week. So there is no disconnect there. The coach that Cam did have a disconnect with, and he really should have made up with because he was the coach for him, was Coach Chudnesky. We call him Coach Chud. He was his quarterback coach through 2016. And then something happened there that I don't know. But like Coach Chud, I guess, had an attitude adjustment or something and change. I don't know. Because he got into it with a couple of the offensive players. Don't know. But so it was Luke. It was Cam. I mean, not Cam. Cam was obviously the first one. Then the four legends that came out were Mike Tolbert, Moose, Steve Smith, agent number 89, and Ice Up Son, and Jake Delhomme, who took us to our first Super Bowl. And Jake Delhomme actually was the backup quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. So the fact that he's in our Hall of Fame and he's hanging, John, when you come to a game or either Panthers or FC, you'll see Delhomme's jersey hanging. And Mike Tolbert was our fullback. Steve Smith, if you don't know him, then you don't know football. I'm just saying. And same with Luke. I'm just saying. That and Moose. I don't know if Muhammad Muhammad is as popular in the NFL verse as he is in the Panther verse, but he was truly like the heartbeat of the Carolina Panthers for a very long time. And he was kind of a bridge between like the Sam Mills coaching era and the Cam Newton era. So if that makes sense. And Cam Newton will say, like, he'll be like, I never had the chance to know Sam Mills. He's like, but I was coached by his son, and I love his son. So, you know, I've always said David Tepper pisses me off, but he pisses me off because he cares too much about the team. Like, and I've actually defended him a couple of times when everybody was coming up against him. Like when Jacksonville with the drink, I never thought he actually threw the drink at the fan because if you look at the video, he was throwing it at the backboard, the bar back. Like if he wanted to throw it at the fan, he would have thrown it over the bar. He threw it at the back. That's just my personal opinion, but whatever. And I'm not a David Tepper apologizer by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm very proud of him the last 2 seasons because especially this season, he's really stepped back and let Dave and Dan run football operations, which is what needed to happen. Because that was my other thing. He was trying too hard to be too involved.
So, ladies, are we excited about the playoffs at this point, considering the previous Super Bowl attendees, both of them are out? And not your usual teams are in at this point. Are we excited to watch the
Yes.
game or are we not?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And you know what, Candy? The Packers game, that was a really good game.
It was.
I tend to disagree. But because I think it was an epic collapse. Yeah, the first half for the here's what I'm going to say. The Packers played very well in the first half. The Bears played very well in the second half.
I agree.
You know, so I mean, the outcome is obviously not what I wanted, but I don't think we saw the best of both teams in both halves. So
Correct.
it
Yeah.
is what it is. I mean, you can't go back and change it. So we'll see what happens to the Bears this week. They get Matthew Stafford and the Rams, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford has played the Bears numerous times before in the past.
Correct.
They
So
did come out and say that Stafford hit his sprained I think his finger in his throwing hand, but that he'd be still good to go this weekend. I think I read.
So yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for the Indiana Miami game. So yeah.
I'm excited about that. I do have a quick question. How does both the Broncos and Bills lose? That's what I'm trying to resolve in my head.
I've been trying to figure that one out too. I'm gonna figure that one out because they both need to lose.
I really am going to root for the refs, and they'll probably get it wrong because they'll let the game have a winner. So,
But
don't watch the game because you don't want to win.
Here's the thing: they can't blame anybody. They can't blame us, Carrie.
No, and that's why I'll be nice.
Did Sean Payton hurt Patrick? I would not put it past him.
I'm not going to walk into that.
I will, because it was my team he was trying really hard to hurt.
So I do think that the Chiefs got exposed for their 1-win games in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like that. And then we're paying for everybody else's. We paid this year a lot. We had injuries, we had lots of other things, but I think that we paid for being at the top for as long as we were. I think we didn't get calls that were always favorable our way. And that's okay.
Everybody was gunning for you too.
Right. I'm okay. I am really not upset about anything this year.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get the favorable calls, and it's okay. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to say there were times last year I'm like, ooh, okay, yeah, all right, well, I'll take the win, but wow. I think that Denver is riding a wave, and I congratulations to them. But they're going to be killed by the NFC, whoever makes it to the Super Bowl, if they're our representative. The Bills, everyone likes to coddle, and so they might be okay in the Super Bowl. The Texans defense, if they could find a different offense, last night was atrocious as far as an offense.
Okay, I turned it off after CJ had 3 turnovers in the first half.
5 total turnovers. 5.
Yeah. It was bad.
3 fumbles. What?
And they still beat the Steelers.
That's what I'm saying is if they could just take their defense and maybe borrow some pieces from other offenses and go, that defense, and the more I think about it, I didn't get to watch our game, but listening to the play calls when they played, I was like, holy crap, they can't even breathe before the defense is on them. That defense is real.
Yeah.
And I would love to have a similar defense. That it reminds me of Derek and Neil when they played decades ago. But I digress. I don't think that there's a lot of positive. The Pats are probably the most complete team that has played
I agree.
to their standards so far. I feel like the Jags kind of thought they had it in the bag, and they took the foot off the gas, and that's the only reason that the Bills pulled it out. But that's me being a little more biased than normal, because I am so tired of hearing, well, poor Josh, he's had to go up against blah 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 blah. No, Josh is just Josh. He's not the second coming of Christ. He's not a god, as whoever said that. But
none of these players are God. Okay?
no, but if you listen to Colin Coward, holy crap, he said he's equivalent of Zeus on the earth. And I'm like, what?
So I'm going to actually disagree with you, Jeremy. I do not think the Broncos will beat them on thinner. I really
Listen.
don't. I'm sorry, because Josh Allen, love him, hate him, indifferent. I'm more indifferent. I'm impressed by all of our quarterbacks, honestly, because we got 32 men in the NFL who are starting quarterbacks. They are the best of the best. Okay. So they all get the props. That being said, Josh Allen ain't losing out to a sophomore.
The other thing is the Broncos barely beat and barely contained our third and fourth string quarterbacks.
Correct.
That was the last time they were on the field. Barely shutting down. The only reason they didn't lose that game and they didn't rest their starters was because Chris Jones moved and gave him a free first down at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Ladies,
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
the
interesting.
hour goes by so quickly.
I know. All right. Oh, and you gotta go, Candy.
I have another.
All I have
show.
to do is say is who
Oh,
who's
before we
yours?
leave, just everybody, like, I don't know if y'all know this, but our friend Chris Heidel has to put down one of his cats this Thursday. So if everybody could just like keep them in their thoughts, and if you pray prayers, because he and his girlfriend, that's a really hard thing to have to do. So, and check him out on Herb FM if you want to. And of course, please go check out Ms. Candy Evelyn Morgan Roth over with Scott Motor Mouth.
Jen, lay off the sauce before the show.
Dude. No, it's his old nickname. It's his old nickname. I can't get in trouble for that. I just butchered it. See, can't speak English today.
But yes, we put the QR code again up. If you've not yet subscribed to our Chicks podcast, please do so. And then also go over to the South Florida Tribune and our YouTube channel and click us and turn on the notifications for both. That way you can see all the great programming that we have on both channels. We'd love to have all of you. So, yeah, enjoy the playoff football.
Yes.
Whether it be the NFL or the college football, because we will see you on Tuesday after the big CFP down here in Miami. And fingers crossed that we get approved. We're trying to cover
Yes.
it. We'll see.
Me too.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
All
crossed.
right.
All right. You guys have a great week.
Thanks,
You too.
everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jen, and everybody that was in the chat room. We appreciate all the love. Thank you.
We do.